I had to give my son the sex talk. Which is my job, because I have a penis and he has a penis. And we also have a daughter, so when that time comes, the mother will do that. I wanted to keep it very Disney PG, very soft, very cuddly and approachable. I was trying to be relaxed about the whole thing. I walked in there with a positive attitude, and I looked at my 10-year-old son, and I said, honey, when a man and a woman love each other very, very much, a stork comes. The man and the woman wrap each other around in silk blankets. It's beautiful. You don't need to know all the details. He fast forwards me. He goes, yeah, I know. The penis fills with blood and becomes erect, and the woman becomes secreted with some moisture, and then they have, and I was like, oh my God. I walked out there and I learned something, right? So like, I'm in the hallway leaving, horrified, right? And my wife corners me and says, what did you tell him? And I was trying to express to her that I did a very good job. But she doesn't trust me. She goes, Shane, what exactly did you say to our son? And I started to get pissed off, right? Like, what, you don't trust me with this job? Like, this stuff. And then I said, Amy, it's not like I took a raw turkey and threw it on his bed and, like, took a candle and here, you lift the leg, son, this is how you do it. And then, like, he gets all fucked up and then, like, humps the turkey at Thanksgiving and just let him finish past the cranberries. So we're here because of Facebook, maybe, partially, mostly. But what would happen if it stopped? What would happen if Mark Zuckerberg and the CEOs just said, fuck it, pull the plug? What would happen to you? I think every human being on planet Earth would come out of their homes, enter the streets, maybe their eyes would adjust to the light, starting to shout things at random. I'm going to a wedding on Saturday! Does anybody like that? Ladies and gentlemen who have seen me before, I regret to inform you, or really am excited to tell you, that a man has been inside of me. So you decide what you think of that. Women think it's a cakewalk to be a man. Because you say a thing the size of a watermelon comes out of the thing the size of a lemon, and you get to pee in the snow like we won the fucking lottery, you know what I mean? So it's so great to be a guy, and let me comfort all you ladies out there by telling you it's not so good. Because you're going to hit an age where a man has to be inside of you. That age is approximately 40. I'm 36, and I got to go early. Good for me! Snap, here comes the glove. And I knew that it was going to happen. I knew eventually, right? I'm starting to get to the age I have high cholesterol. So the doctor handed me a pamphlet, told me, you got to eat this, and I'll save you some time. It had pictures of fish, grain, multigrain, which I think was just, multigrain was invented in the 1800s by a disgruntled baker. He took a handful of gravel and said, eat that, motherfucker! And then we're like chewing. I hate what I eat, but apparently keeping me alive, and I got 2 kids, so somebody's got to be there, right? So I'm eating, I'm quitting smoking, I'm doing everything I can. The doctor says I also got to be in your ass. And I was like, I don't know, man. And he's a young doctor, so it's cool. He doesn't want to be there any more than I do, right? It was really sweet. This guy was like, I got to do this thing. And I'm like, can we reschedule? And he's like, totally. First of the month, no problem. We got a full 30 days, but it didn't help, because we both knew this had to happen, right? So I walk into this fucker's office above the Lawton's Drugs on the west side of St. John. Yeah, and neither one of us wanted to be there. He's like, trying to make me feel better. He's like, don't worry, I've done this a whole bunch of times. And I'm like, I haven't. And he's like, what I want you to do is I want you to get up on the butcher paper and I want you to be in the fetal position. I'm like, that's going to happen pretty much naturally. So then he does it, and I knew he was going to do it, but I didn't know that he was going to ask a question, and I was going to have to answer him, and I couldn't control the volume of my voice. So, Shane, is there a history of cancer in your family? No! I don't think so. And I walked out of his office feeling like what I imagine a prom girl feels like if she lost her virginity. I was sore. I wasn't sure if I made the right decision. And for some reason, I was missing a shoe.